What's going on YouTube? My name is Tyler with the Dividend Stock King with another video. And this is part two of why we need to invest for our kids video. And before I begin, I'm not giving any financial advice. I just said that in the beginning of the first video, but I said in the middle of the end. Let me say it now. I'm not here to get any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So please do the best you can. And if you want to invest, it is on you. The reason we need to invest for our children, I'm going to show my son Avery, he's 2 years old, where a little bit can go a long way the sooner you start. So, right now, we are in 2026, and right now, this is March 1st. Well, let's do February. February just ended, right? February of 24, he made $7 that month. That's $7. Number 24, he was young, right? He's 22 now, so. And last year in February, he made $35. So in 1 year, he made a big jump. How much he made this February of 26? He has made, if I can get it over here, $29. He made he made more last year than this year, right? January he made 37, February he made 29. February a short month, but guess what, y'all? Guess what? He don't need the money right now. He's 2. So get this, I don't know, 10 years of getting a dividend and reinvesting. And this is what I said, we all need to invest for our children. It's another reason to invest for our children. Because people complain about generational wealth and they don't have it. They're behind the 8 ball. Where you can start something for your kids for little to nothing, $5 or $10. It will grow over time. There are ETFs out there that pays you every week. They got one that pays twice a week. They have monthly REITs, monthly ETFs, monthly dividend paying stocks. And they're making new ones every other week. We all need to invest for our children. Our children is the future, and this is big. This is life changing, right? Let's look at Aiden's account. If we look at Aiden's account here, we can see the dividends received has been very, very nice. And he's been doing well. And this is the byproduct of investing and getting a dividend and reinvesting it. And we all need to pitch in. And if you think about it, and once you invest for yourself, you can see where when they're 3 or 4 years old, do they really need that toy? Because I know, well, he's 7 now. I mean, when he was 3, the toys we bought him was 3. He don't play with no more. So I used to take Aiden to the Dollar Tree when he was like 2 or 3, and he was all the toys. And they were cheap because he break toys up anyway. So I hate buying his spinner toys. So I take a Dollar Tree because he loved those toys. They're cheap. They're $1.25 and they break it up. I mean, I don't care. They're cheap. But as he got older, about 5 or 6, he don't like going to the dollar store no more because he's seen them all before. They're not interesting. They're for 2, 3-year-olds. Now he wants to go to Five Below. Now he wants to look at Amazon. Now he wants to go to Walmart to find stuff, right? Now he wants a VR headset that costs more money. So toys that they're super young You don't really need to buy. And like, I got two sons. I'm not getting financial advice, but you don't need to have them have expensive toys while they're young. Because the older they'll get, the more they're gonna want more expensive stuff. You gotta buy more clothes. They're gonna eat more. They're gonna want more. They're gonna start playing sports. So if you're planning on having children, and or you just had some kids, my advice is to start small. And a $10 investment today at 1 years old can make a lot of money. I think Warren Buffett invested in the stock market when he was a young person, young, and look at him now. So I'm just pushing this down people's throats because we need to do it. I've seen a lot of people throw away money and their kids are or I know some family members who are 20, 21, and they're struggling. You know, because jobs don't pay as much and rent is expensive. So I don't want my child to be that. So invest for your children whenever you can. 529 is great. Don't get me wrong. 529 is great. I think a custodial account is just as good as a 529 because you could use it, the dividends to pay bills, and it's yours. Like a 529 education, a brokerage you can use for whatever you want. So I am pro brokerage account for children, and this world is mainly about assets and passive income, and starting as soon as you can and take the risk. And while I was doing dividend investing before Yield Max came out, whatever, they were saying, well, when you're young, you can take more risk because you have time to make up the difference. You don't have no responsibilities, you have no kids, no house, you're young. But if you're older, you take more a conservative approach, a safer route. Well, if you pick the wrong stock for a kid or whatever, um, they got time to recoup. It's really aimed their money. It's your money. You putting it in. Number one. Number two, they have plenty of time to recover. And number three, with a child account, you could just take $10 and put it to 10 different stocks. If you like Tesla, you can throw $10 in Tesla, $10 in Amazon, $10 in Walmart, $10 in ExxonMobil, $10 in BP. You could and put drip on. You could start small and expand it out and build your own ETF. You could build your own mutual fund of 30 different companies inside their portfolio. I mean, there's so many ways you can do it, and we need to do it. We definitely need to do it because stuff is getting expensive. I mean, I know California is high. Stuff is getting expensive. Stuff's costing more money, and our kids could be left in the dust. So I'm a big component of investing for children. So this is my rant because I've seen people complain online about generational wealth. They want to blame the government. They want to blame certain people in the past. They want to be victims in their mind that they can't do it and they need a handout. And I'm tell people you can do it. You can do it. You can set your kids up for success and you can do it as well. It takes some discipline and it takes a changed mindset to do it. Um, and again, my kids will be well off. I have a Roth IRA. My wife has a Roth IRA. And when I start learning more about dividend investing in general, I got my wife to have a Roth IRA. She contributed to it with her 401k. I set her up with a brokerage account. I pick her ETFs all on drip. So in the next 10 years, she'll have a lot of money in her brokerage account, a lot of money in her Roth IRA. I got my kids at 529 I contribute to. I got my kid custodial account I contribute to. My wife and I are currently paying off our home. we pay weekly to our personal payment on mortgage. We're about a year out paying it off completely and keeping the house as a rental property for generational wealth. That's how you do it. That's how I'm doing it, right? Do what you want to do with your money. I'm not giving you financial advice here. Do what you want. What I'm doing is paying down the house. I'm sacrificing now for my kids and grandkids for the future. In order to get generational wealth, someone had to pay the price and sacrifice to get that thing set up. Was it a business or buying a property and paying it down and living in it and fixing it up? Someone had to do the hard work. And I'm trying to do it now, paying the house off now, taking the pain, cutting back, working longer, working harder to pay it off now. That way, they have something that stocks, ETF, and a rental property. That's how you build generational wealth. That's how you do it. No financial advice, just my thoughts. Diddle King, I'm out.